Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to get our signatures in these here journals. I hope so. I was hoping to do it yesterday, but I don't know what I did. So last night I was like, well, I added pockets to this and I didn't have journal cards to go in them, so I pulled out some scrapbooking paper that I had already printed on and picked out journal cards to go in the front two pockets of these. So I said, well, I better get that together. So I got that done after I got off the video last night. And look, I think that's going to be so pretty up against that. I got y'all pulled in a little bit closer today, so I may be off the screen just for a second while I'm getting this clipped in here, but just for a second. I think maybe you can actually hear me a little better when it's like this, because it's even with my head instead of up above my head. So maybe y'all can hear me a little better today. So we just want to get this clipped in. I'm twisting it every which way but loose right now. Let's see, are the words right? The pockets. Yep, the words are upright. We are good. Let's poke holes in it. So I always wind up, trying to go pretty much wherever I put the ties on it. That's where I kind of line up my my awl to start with, to go in the middle. Then I go about, maybe an inch or so from the top of the pages on the top and the bottom. And that way I feel like that my my journal signature is pretty even weighted in my journal. Even if I put it a little bit more towards the bottom. Sometimes I'll do that because I know I have taller tags and bigger tag toppers. So I'll move my journal signature, instead of evening it up, I'll move it a little bit more towards the bottom, so I have, allowance for the journal toppers at the top. But I didn't worry about that in this one. We just evened it up. And I did find a smaller lace than the one that I picked out yesterday. It's about 1.5 inches, and I think that's going to be pretty. So we'll do 1 inch on one side and 1 inch on the other side of both journals, and I think that's going to work. Because that other one, I just kept looking at it and I was like, that is just way too wide. It's way too wide for these journals. And I think it's going to take away from the actual cover of it and not, add to it. Alrighty. So now I gotta get this up to me so I can see it. And this journal here, I had previously said that it was spoken for. It is not spoken for. The person changed her mind. So it is available. Both of these journals are available as of today's filming. That's why I said I really want to just go to making my journals, and I put them on Ko-Fi, and whoever gets it gets it. Because sometimes that gets nerve-wracking for me to have to deal with. And that's not saying any slight towards any person whatsoever. It's just, I work, and sometimes once somebody says that they want the journal, people quit watching the videos. I mean, I've actually seen that myself, a decline in views after it's been announced that the journal was spoken for. So that's another reason why too, because if I'm watching a video to see how a journal's put together or what have you, and I'm just like, well, somebody's already asked for that, so I'm not going to continue watching it. I mean, I won't myself, but that's just me. So there is our journal cover. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to clip these here in the front just so it'll hold it together, so I can get my lace put on it and it not keep flapping back and forth. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to get our other signature in while I got all my bits out here. So, but yes, as of now, both of these journals are still available. If anyone's interested, please email me at theoldpaperlady25@gmail.com. Okay. So, and this one I just picked, you know, it's kind of the same as the outside, but it has pumpkins. I thought that would go really good with the inside and take away from some of this busyness. But I am super happy with the way these are turning out, and look how that's going to be. Oh, that looks so good up against all of that. I love it. Trying to get this centered up as best I can. There we go. Okay. I gotta push it up against my belly so I can hang on to it. You need 4 hands actually doing this, so you can hold on to it, push the papers in the middle of it, and then so you can squeeze one of these to hang the papers in it. Oh look, I can't do that. Well, yeah, I can. I got 2 more in here. I was like, I used them other clips over there, knucklehead, but that's okay. We got it right here. This big one I usually pull out when I'm holding multiple signatures in a journal. It'll hold them together so it can keep them out of my face. Okay, now let's look-see. Turn it around, make sure that the words... So it has faint writing in the background. Just want to make sure that that's all upright. The rest of the pages doesn't really matter because, you know, they're just tea-dye or coffee stained. Alright, we'll line it up with our tie closure and poke a hole in it. This one's turning out super pretty. Whoopsie, I headbutted y'all. So that's why I kind of try to keep it up above my head so I won't headbutt the heck out of it all night. Woo, that tore. Because it slid. But that's okay, because guess what? We're going to put lace on it and it'll be just fine. Okay. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my lace on. Now, where's the hole at? I just poked a hole in it. I can see plumb through to the mat, but I can't find it. There we go. Alrighty. Try to even up the reds up a bit. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna put dangles on these or not. That's good. I probably will put like the little keys on them. I think that'd be cute. I'm just tying it in a bow for now just to keep it out of my way while I'm decorating. And that's usually most of the time what I do. It's just tie them in a bow to keep them out of my way while I'm decorating stuff. That looks really good with that tie too. I'm glad we did that. That's just super pretty. So now I'm just going to take this big one here and clip it. And it'll hold that closed enough to where I can get my stuff on it. Alrighty. So now, whoops. I got the fumble fingers today, y'all. Sorry. I mean, like, everything I touch just, like, goes flying. I don't know what it is. Okay. So now I can get rid of that. Get rid of my pokey mat. This should be enough to do both. It's not going to go that far over. I'm just getting the measurement on it right now is all I'm doing, y'all. Just getting the measurement. I'll be still. I'll get it as close as I can, and then after we glue it, we'll just trim it up. That should be long enough to do both, and then have a little bit extra. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. I'm doing the quick grab. Let me get that mat back out just so I don't have to. I'll pull it and clean it up once I get done here. Okay, so I want this like here. Where's that topper at? The topper is going to go about here. I think that is going to be super pretty. And I can live with that. Okie doke. So I'm just going to start here at the edge. And then I'll go out about an inch or so. If I can get this, or maybe a ½ inch. We'll just go out a ½ inch because I know it has the rosettes on it that go out further. And this is just going to sturdy our spine up and help us out with the cracking of it. And I'm going to cut this piece right here just where it's frayed, just a smidget there. Get that off of there. But like I say, I know it's going to need to be trimmed, but that's fine. Get my spatula. Push it on there. Okay. But see where I'm talking about like this here, where it's longer. We can come back and go underneath that, and that's fine. Yep, the old Gail Augustinelli silicone spatula. That trick works. I'm telling you, it does. So I'm going to let that dry just a second there. I'm going to snip this right here while we got it here. I don't want to flip it over and then it gets stuck to the mat. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be my look. That would sure be my look. But while we're waiting for that to dry just a second, I'm going to take my ground espresso and I'm going to ink my topper and get it ready to go on there. I ain't going to put it on there until I get the back lace put down. We'll get that going. So So I'm hoping to try to get all the pockets glued in today, because all of them are inked and decorated and done enough to the point to where we can get them glued into the book. Now, as far as going back, I was thinking about pulling out some of my fall bling and adding a little bit of bling to some of the pockets and such. I think it would be pretty, because I hadn't done it with any of my other journals. So I was like, let's just spend you know, up until October the 1st on these two, and decorate them up pretty good. And my bling, you know, I've got like the little beads and things like that. So I want that right there in the middle. I think that is, yeah, that inking did that good. That's going to be so pretty. I love it. Okay. I think that is dry enough. It's still a little tacky, but it's not to a point that, you know, we can't flip it over. So then I'm just going to run right down the edge. We're going to do both of them. Yeah, go ahead and get them done. I'm just going to run right there. And if I need to, I'll come back on the edge of it here once we get it flipped over. And I'm just going to take my spatula, I'm going to take to the edge of it and just pull it. Just pull it on over. Like that. And then I get it tight on there. Make sure I did. Right there's a speck. We got it though. But you see how I done that? I just took my spatula and just pull it over to get it tight so I don't have to have my hands in it. Now, let's start down here. And just go in the front part of it here. So basically I'm just brushing it with the spatula. I'm brushing it on with the spatula. I need to get me, I've got some of those glue fingertips, you know, like if you're using a hot glue gun, you got the little fingertips so you don't burn yourself. I've got some of them. I was wondering if that would work with the Fabri-Tac. I'm crazy, you know. I'm like, yeah, I got some of them. I'm going to try them. See if that would work. Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty. So you see how I'm not cutting straight, I'm cutting at an angle. So then that way, just cutting the lace, I'm not cutting the book. So then that catches whatever's hanging over without cutting into my book or my cover. And these scissors are really sharp, so be really careful. And I've had to teach myself that several different times the hard way. A few times, even, you know, on camera. Them scissors have got me, I tell you what, more than anything in my craft room. Those scissors have got me good a few times. That and my my rolling fabric cutter. And that was just because I was being a knucklehead using it, not paying attention. So I'm going to go back through any place here that has overstretch of Fabri-Tac, just where, you know, I spreaded it, even where I spread it with the spatula, I'm just scuffing that off because I don't want it on there. Yep, that's good. And check the front side. I got the front already. Okie doke. So, well, I am going to do the top and the bottom just to keep my cover from flapping around on me, so I can get my I need to fold them up, don't I? Knucklehead. Just the back ones so it'll lay flat. All right, so then now I'm gonna put this topper on here. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. I'm gonna go around this up here just a little bit, just to define it a little bit. Just around the top pieces. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty decent there. Yeah. Okie doke. So now, do we want to Fabri-Tac you or wet glue you? I think Fabri-Tac will be okay. I think it'll be just fine. It's already over here. Might as well use it. Why not? And I did not pick a topper for the other one. I did this one just because it was, you know, I mean, I love the paper and I love the cover. I just wanted a topper for it. Yeah, because this paper could be used for spring as well. Whoops, I hit y'all. Sorry, headbutted you. So see, the Fabri-Tac will it'll still slide around with you, so you kind of got to hold it with one hand. And non-Fabri-Tac fingers go around the outside of it. Must have went off the edge of it to get all that on my hand. Of course, I got it hid for myself, my little spatula. I'm just going to push the middle of it just to make sure that it's on there good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alright, so that cover is done. I'm going to set it up just because it does still have a little bit of tacky right here on that Fabri-Tac. And seeing you can't even hardly see that thread through there. And so that strengthens up your spine if you use paper, cardstock that's super thick and it cracks on you when you fold it. No matter how much you massage some paper, it's going to crack. It just happens. So then, you know, you get you a thinner, and I think that gives it a little more country feel as well, because this is kind of country, you know, with the, I love it. All right, so I'm going to set it over here and let it let it dry some and work on the other cover. Okay. I'm just trying to straighten that up. Then, wouldn't you know, I got it flipped over. So then that is going to be our straight in here, and then we'll flip it up here and cut it. Somebody must be watching the police shows in there. I keep hearing sirens. I know it ain't outside the house. It sounds too far away. You know, we watch Law and Order all the time here. Okay. So I'm just going to try to get the height on it, because this does stretch, so and that's what I said I was just going to hold it and try to get the height on it. And we can use that as a tag topper in it. You know, just put it on the top of something. Just put it over here in my little remnants jar. Okay, so let's get you on here. I think that white goes really good with these leaves. It brings it out a little bit, I think. And that end folded up on me, so I had to touch the Fabri-Tac, of course. Now I got it all over my daggum fingers. All over my daggum fingers. Okay. The reason why I got it on this grid is so I can kind of measure, you know, over here how much is where. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? That's why I was wanting to have it on a grid, like. So then, you know, I know that is even over here to wrap around on the back, and it's not uneven measurements. And it may be a little more lace on the back, but it's not going to be, you know, like way over here and here, you know. It's not going to be all wonky when I do pull it over and put it on the back side. Alrighty. Look at that, just bubbling out for no good reason. Okay, so looks like we got all of that up there pretty good. Just this bottom piece didn't glue over far enough. It's looking pretty good. I actually like that on this here. I think it adds to it. And if you can tell, it's got a little bit of coffee staining on it. And I love that because it brings it out. That looks actually super duper good on that one, don't it? I thought it was going to take away from it, but I like it. Hold it up and see where I got Fabri-Tac strings, because it shines. You know, it's clear, but it's shiny. You just want to be difficult down here, don't you, buddy? Okay, so we got all of the shiny bits off of it. So like I had a string here, in between here and there, and then there was a puddle right down here. So we got all the shiny, I call them, they look like boogies. See that? That's what I'm talking about. The excess. You have spider webs and boogies from the Fabri-Tac. All right, now let's flip this over, get the back done. And then we'll cut the excess off. And then we can glue some pockets in our first one there. Because it should be good and ready to go. So I think that's like a 1/2 inch or so. We should be good with that. Okay. Okay, so let's take and do like we done the other one. Just pull it from the front to the back and then just smooth it out. Okay, so then I'm going to run a bead down the front of it here, smooth it out again, because apparently I did not glue over far enough here. That's a whole inch. I'm just going to run a bead right down the front. Okie doke. So instead of draping through it this time, I'm just going to pat it. Because last time I was doing like this and spread it, you know, way out here. Unnecessarily had to clean that up. I am going to take and pull it, you know, because like I said, this is stretchy. So we'll just pull it from the middle to the ends. Yeah, see? All right, here's a little bit. Okay, let's clean our edge up. See, I had to slow down there because I was about to get the cover, not the lace. Okay. Alright, y'all. Now I can put my Fabri-Tac up. Whoops, I hit my alt light. I hit that thing. I'm surprised it even still works because I hit it every time I go over that way. So, I mean, every single time I go to my left, I hit that light. There's a little piece. We can do that with the white glue right here. majority of the time, you can use your all-purpose white glue or your art glitter glue, whatever you want to use. Now, I use this all-purpose glue because I bought a big jug of it for $14. It's Elmer's all-purpose glue, and it holds like the wood veneer, lace, you know, pretty much about everything. The only thing is if you are kind of, you know, in purposes of shooting a video, you know, use the Fabri-Tac because it reaches, grabs, and dries fairly quickly. You know what I'm saying? Now, had I just did this with the white glue, I would have had done the fronts, let it dry for like 10 or 20 minutes, come back, and then did the back side on it. So, for video purposes, you know, that's not, it's not feasible. But now you can put glue on and see how that's got coffee stain on it. And I started to do the whole thing, and I only did like a few pieces and jerked this back out, but it still got the coffee stain on it. And I really do like that because it picks up that. I love that. That looks so good. All right, so that one's not going to have a topper. Let's put this up just in case. I didn't get no glue on it, but I don't want it. And that's why I said, oh yeah, that's good and dried. Yeah, it's not tacky or nothing. Alrighty, so now, but see how that, just love that. It just goes. Alright, so let's get our pockets out here and get to doing something. I don't need that no more. Let's put you up. Got them. Let's see. Don't tell me I'm going to get the daggum hiccups. Alright, these are the front ones. You know how I know? Because it's got the rounded circle that goes that way. So it's the front. Alright. These are the ones for this side. And I need to grab, here it is. This goes to the front side. It's my belly band. If I can get the rest of my pockets over here. Fidgety little suckers they are. Okay, are we in? Am I even in camera view? Probably ain't been the whole time, have I? There we go. But see how I'm having to cough and clear my throat? I have not used my inhaler all day today. And then using a Fabri-Tac, they're kind of, sometimes it makes me really choked up. I don't know what it is. So I think what I said was we was going to put one on each page, right? So let's do that. And that. I'm placing them to make sure, because I may have to dig my pockets that I've got pre-made back out. I may have to dig them back out. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. And see why I didn't want anything on the pages? So, like, this spread is, you know, going to be based off of that pocket. That's why I like doing this. I just think it's just so pretty. And I'm going to leave that over to the side where it's hanging out. So this is going to go here. And that belly band is going to go right there with Mr. Fox as the journal card. Love that. I made this belly band just to go with that journal card. Because I was like, that just looks good. Alright, so there's the front one. So now we do have, you know, enough. So let's glue these in. Let's get this part done anyways. And you can see it's just a glue page, you know, where I just folded it in half and decorated one side of it with some scrappy bits and a piece of lace and some of that I don't know what that was, just fabric. Some kind of fabric that I had over here that I think my sister brought me. I was like, that'll go good with this. Shoot, let's put it on there. Okie dokie. All right. And this is chipboard, dressed up chipboard. I think I did these on video. I did it like in a Trash to Treasure Thursday. Made the covered the chipboard pieces, and then we decorated it later on with some background stamps and some sticker bits. I'm just going to put that in the middle. Need you, buddy. Okay. So now I'm going to just, because we got them laid in here where we want them, I'm just going to go to town putting them in there. And this, I'm calling it gauze, but it's like a table runner type gauze or whatever they have at Hobby Lobby. They had a bunch up there for like the fall colors. I hope they have some that are like different colors of red and green and burgundy for Christmas. But if not, I've got some. But they normally have it over in like the weddings aisle. The weddings section is where you can find these gauze at. So, but I was up there looking around at fabric and stuff that one day, and they had all of that for, now what was funny was, you know, the kind that was there for the fall tablescapes, you know, was like 60% off. Then the ones that were over in the wedding aisle were not on sale. Exact same thing, same price. Exact same product. But because it didn't have that fall label on it. I'm going to glue that there just so it doesn't tear up. And that's just book page. With the gloss put on it. I need to glue this side here too. As you can tell, I didn't glue my book pages. I didn't glue my book pages down good enough. That's what was fixing to come out of my mouth. My gunk pages. Well, it is gunk pages because it was gunked up with glue. And I just turned it into something else. And I like that little gauzy stuff hanging out. Book page, it's cut down. Now, I think I'm just going to make this a tuck, though. That's going to be a small pocket. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe 3.5, I think, is what it's looking like. But I'm just going to glue it in an L shape. No, it is 4. I'm going to glue it in an L shape, put it right at the corner, and call it a tuck and be done with it. Well, now that I'm thinking of it, I probably shouldn't have put them back to back. Should have put that one a little bit more in the front. But you know what? It is already done now. It don't matter. It don't matter. Pretty decent day at work today. Tuesday is probably like my favoriteest night to work, actually, besides Friday night, you know, because that's my last night for the week. Tuesday night is my next favoriteest night because it is the day before delivery, and we have actually pretty much nothing to stock. Because tomorrow is delivery day for pretty much everything, like drink-wise and stuff. So, I was like, my boss was there, and he was laughing at me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Please just buy something I ain't got. Please buy something I ain't got. Please buy something I don't got to go stock." He's like, "You're crazy." I was like, "No, I'm serious. You know, half of everything like I'm selling tonight, and I don't have to stock, because guess why? I ain't got it." I'm just going to glue this down so it don't get into the page there. That bit would get into the page. Hinder it up. Okay. Y'all, these are going to be just super duper fun. And this is just going to be a tuck spot in the corner as well. Oopsie. I'll push that and slit it. This is book page. It should have been one to write on, but at the time that day I was just making heck out of pockets and just made it a pocket. But yeah, so see, like that, when I get done gluing and it's writable on the back, I'll just leave it over here, so I know I can make me a journal card and or a fat tag out of it. I'm going to stick out a little bit in the middle because I've got a bunch of stuff on the edge. And that's just a true pocket, and we'll just put us a tag in it. This is just, and this was junk mail, just covered junk mail. So most of the time, if I find something like you know, junk mail and stuff like that, I won't even bother with covering the back of it. I know I'm making it just for pockets. So I'll take 2 or 3 pieces and like this just to make pockets with, and then I'll take a piece or 2 just to make tags with something that's already you know, has a backing on it that you can write on. And I'm going to tell you my secret. Some of my time cards that I have are actually, I can find it here. Here it is. See, some of them are 9 inches. So I just cut them in half. And that's going to be fun little pockets to decorate up for Christmas. And yeah, I know it's going to be, you know, 4, that's like 8 of the same pockets. But guess what? They're not all going to go in the same journal, and you're going to make multiple journals. So help yourself out, honey. Help yourself out. That's what I say. Now this was meant to be like a folded round, but I put it on that chipboard. So we're just going to glue this. I'm going to glue the side and the bottom, and then you'll be able to see whatever tag through them little holes there. I think that'll be cute. So now we can take, let me grab like one of our super duper tall tags here and put that in there. Yep. And that'll be perfect. So now see this, I would probably, you know, put a little label or something on it with some little Daddy Bone bling blings, or, you know, the fall color bling gemstone thingies that I've got. You know, you can even take them and put them in the middle of the flower. Ooh, that's a good thought. Get them and put them in that. Shut your face. There we go. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, trying to bling up our pockets. See, this is a pocket. It's on a time card. So now tomorrow night, I'll probably be like, I'm so daggone tired. Because it's Wednesday night, then, you know, all my stuff will be there. So any little thing I see, I got to run and put it back. Run and put it back. And I'll just be like, if the doorbell rings one more time, I'm snapping. I didn't put nothing to go on the front pages, did I? We'll see what we got in our fussy cuts. We may have a pocket that we can put on the front and the back page. Don't really bother me none, but I would like to have, you know, something here on the front page to be like, hey, how you doing? You know, the front page, yeah. Let's see. Miss Missy would be a good pocket there on the front page. Our belly band. But she is my journal card, so we're going to put her back where I had her. See, I'm just adding more work for myself right now. That's all I'm doing, is just add more work for myself. I was thinking about if I wanted to put these in yet. So I think I'm going to put one. I can get it on the paper. I'm not good with the paper clips, y'all. So I put one right here. And let's see, and that's not going to hinder. Shut up, how cute. Put one right there. And then we're going to go back a couple of pages, 3 or 4-ish. I want the green in the front, and then we'll put that one in the back. Oh, he's going to stick up a bit. Ooh, shut up, look. I love it. I love it, y'all. I love that. All right, and then I'm going to put the other one on this page here, like at the edge, like that. And then on the second signature, we'll put the small one here, you know, the bigger one here, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll fix it up where you can see all of them. Ooh wee, I love that. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get our pockets in the back side. And the good thing about this, we ain't got to mix and match and worry about what's where in the other place. We just put them in there. Let me see how big you are, sucker. Oh yeah, we'll be good. Because she's wanting to bow up, so I was like, I'm going to glue this down a little bit further and put a little more glue on it. Because she's wanting to, you know, she's wanting to buck up on us, and we're going to have to straighten her out. Oh, that looks so cute. Yo, hoot owl. Hush up. Now watch this. I'm going to put my book weight on it to hold it down for a minute to let it catch. And then, well, these here are going to go reverse from the way that the front is, and I'm fine and dandy with that. We do have, you know, matchy pockets, but that's fine. We don't have to worry about which ways they go. Or what page they're on, if it's the same as the front or not. I ain't gonna worry about that. Okay. And then that's on book page, and we backed her. We're just gonna leave her laying there, because I know if I put her in there, it's gonna pop that off until it dries. So we're just gonna leave her laying there. She'll just be fine and happy right there until I get back to her. But yeah, those blings will be pretty in that. The big ones, because I got some that's like the size of your thumbnail. That'll be real pretty in that, in the middle of those sunflowers. Don't skip a page. See? Already starting to mess up. Don't really matter, but you know. I'll be at the back of it and going, look, I got an extra pocket here. What happened? And y'all be like, you knucklehead. You know good and well you skipped a page right there. And put this kind of sort of towards the middle, but you know, more towards the spine part of it. Whoopsie, don't move it around. You're going to glue the whole pocket shut. Oh, that's so cute. Because that's why I want to put some more blings. Not a lot, just some here and there in the other place. You know what I mean? Like those sunflower pockets, because it don't have anything on it but the sunflowers. The bling would be pretty in the middle of those sunflowers, I think. But like I say, it doesn't have to be on every pocket. I just want it on a few. Those sunflowers for sure are going to get it. You just don't want to stay on there, do you, buddy? Just keeps wanting to roll up with me. Stop it. Well, I feel like I actually got a little bit done today. I was hoping that I would get both journals, the pockets put in, but that ain't gonna happen, Captain. Not happening today. Is that a 6 or an 8? I can't tell. It's too close to me for one thing. That's another reason I gotta have it at least the arm length away from me so I can tell what the time says on it. I can't see up close. Like this writing right here, holding it that close to my face is blurry. And it's big print, but it's blurry. Well, I feel like that is crooked. Because it is crooked, that's why. You feel like it's crooked because it is crooked. It's crooked as a snake or a dog's hind leg. Them country bunkin' sayings. That's so pretty. said, how appropriate would it be for, you know, like the barnwood paper to have barns on it. It was too easy. I had to do it. And that is a good size pocket too. Got 3 more pockets. I'll make sure what's ways up on this because the writing's upside down. And look, I just started gluing that completely wrong. We're just going to make it a U-shaped pocket. And just let it ride. I was thinking to make it a tuck spot, but I glued this side first. So the tuck spot idea was out the window after that. This one was supposed to be a tuck as well. You knucklehead, pay attention to what you're doing. My goodness. You're getting on my nerves. But it's fine. Let's see. It's a 4-inch pocket. It'll be fine. But I wanted it over here as a tuck spot. I don't really have a whole bunch of journal cards per se. I do have, you know, look. So now, like, that'll go in there just fine. It's a 3-inch tag. It'll be just fine. That, I don't know. Yeah, it is. I got some of them tags to go in here too. And you can tell I took and made any and everything that I could get my hands on for pockets. Now, tag bits and such was a little different. But you know, you can take and you can take any substrate and turn it into a tag, a pocket, or a journal card. Just remember, with journal cards and tags, if it's, you know, if you don't mind the chipboard look, I don't mind it, because, you know, the more rustic it is, the better, you know. But you just got to be mindful that you're going to need to back it with something so you can write on it later. And there she goes at Grandma's Thanksgiving, about to mess up the cake because she's over messing with it. Oh yes. Ooh, hush up. Oh, we gotta get them other leaves on there. Get them leaves in there. Alright, so I'm gonna skip a few back to here. Come here, buddy. Put you where we want you at. So I want you right here. I just headbutted y'all again, sorry. Put you right there. Skip a couple more. About right in here. Fold that over, and where we want you at so I can see yourself. Because I think the green one's bigger than you are, honey. Yeah, it is. We just gonna hide you. Ain't even worry about it. We'll slide you over that ways. And then on the very last page here, let me switch these around. That'll be in the middle. Okay, so now where was I at up here? Was I here or here? I was here, I think. I don't even know. Here's where I was at, because I remember the page was dark. And that, it goes this way, knucklehead. And that weighs. Okay, let's fold it up and see. Ooh, we look, yes. Okay, so now you can put them wherever you want them, you know. I'm just doing this just because I want to be able to see them all, you know. Yeah, and then you see you have them from the back too. Oh, that's so stinking pretty. I love that. You know what I think? I'm going to switch the green and the burgundy one, because the green one is bigger than the burgundy one. And the burgundy one is getting hid, and we want to see it. Should just get on the page, heifer. Get on the page, heifer. Come on now. Yeah, see? Yeah. So we'll slide that one over. You can see the green one. You got the burgundy one there, and you can see that yellow one in the background. Yeah. Shut up, that's cute. I love that sticking up out of there. That is too fun, y'all. How stinking cute. And you know what I need? I need to put me a couple of them down here, don't I? I sure do. What I do with them? I didn't put them up. Daggone it. But I'm going to use these just as an example of what I'm thinking on. Just take and put a couple. Not on paper clips, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I would, not non-paper clipped leaves here. Just a few. Do I like that? I think I do. So we'll get us a couple of, like, you know, I don't want a big one. I'm just going to put little ones. So I'll do like yellow, orange, and a burgundy one here. Do like 1, 2, and then, yeah. Just to, you know, yep. Okie doke. Just because it's got that on it. Oh, that's so stinking pretty. All right, so now the bottom part of it is fat. Now when we get the tags in it, it'll even it up, the weight on the bottom and the top of it. So we got a little bit of work to do on the tags and a few journal cards. We got to round them, ink them, put toppers on them and such. But shut up, is that not pretty? I love that. That is just too daggone pretty, y'all. And see, then you see the leaves from the back. And it's so beautiful just setting up on something. On your bookcase and that. Alright. So this one is ready for us to decorate our tags and round the corners on our journal cards and such. Now most of our tags are done. We've got about 10 to 12 on both journals that need to be decorated with toppers and stuff. So we can do that. Now tomorrow I'll glue the pockets in this one. I'm not going to add anything else extra to the front of this. I love how that looks. That just helped it out, I think. It brought your attention to the white that's in the cover of it. I actually like that. I was looking for a burgundy one. I don't have burgundy. I have red. I have like a crazy looking pinkish red, but I did not have this burgundy wine color. Alright, I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. It's over a minute and 10 minutes. Okie doke. So we'll get the pockets in this one tomorrow. And then once we get that done, we'll just start working on tags and such. Place them in there. In both of them. So we'll get the pockets in this. And then I'm going to pull out those leaves to glue right here. I think that'll, you know, the 3 points, the diagonal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. I'm going to get off here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.